All right, so for you guys, as you know, this month is Women's History Month. We're kind of talking about, who are those women who have been influential in your lives. They can be personal, they could be people who might be historical figures or even people in the media nowadays. So let's start with a not personal one, like who historical female figures? Who has been important or who have you looked up to? Historical female figures.
I feel like Etha Waters, she was like the first African American person, I guess, to like have her own TV show. And I guess like she inspires a lot of young people like to know that like you can be seen, you are important. Like she makes a lot of baselines, I guess cares like she like builds self esteem and like she
That's
impacts
awesome.
people.
That is awesome. That's a great role model. It's fantastic. Has anybody else heard of her?
No, I haven't.
Have not.
No? Hey, you're definitely teaching us something. I didn't know about her either.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. How did you come across her?
I was on Instagram. I'm not gonna lie, I was on Instagram and I had seen like it was like Women's Month, I guess, like post, and they were like tagging like people that people don't really know, but like I guess people that like they know of her, like they've heard her. Yeah. So I seen her. I was like, well, she spoke out to me like more than the others.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Anybody else? Historical figures.
You want to go ahead? I'll go.
You go.
Okay. I saw Claire Barton, Charles, my science teacher. She was talking to me about her a little bit last week, and
Okay.
she was the first woman to start like nursing our American Red Cross. She started American Red Cross,
Yes.
and she didn't even go to nursing school. She was self-taught, so I thought that was really cool. She saw herself all that stuff, and I was like,
It's impressive.
that's so cool. Yeah,
That is impressive.
yeah.
Stephanie?
So for me, it's called Prudencia Jala. She was the first Salvadorian woman to run for the presidency when Salvadorians' laws didn't allow women's political participation. And she also was a defender of women's rights in 1930, so she was amazing.
Yeah, sounds it.
Yeah.
Sounds it. Have any of you guys heard of either of those two? Okay, so we're getting a little history lesson
Yeah.
today too.
Yeah.
All right, Grace, you got anybody? Your stuff?
Coco Chanel. I know it sounds crazy, but I love the fashion industry and I'm really like trying to get more involved in it because I want to make a career out of it. And I think like her and Amelia Bloomer was fighting like for advocacy between like getting comfortable clothes for women and not wearing corsets all the time and things that are super tight. And like she never got to fully make it, but Coco Chanel got to like make those outfits and make that like dream come true for women. And she like they both fought for women like wear. So
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
Awesome.
I thought like Amelia Earhart, just because like she proved to women that like you can be anything in life that you want to be. It doesn't matter like your gender, it doesn't matter anything like that. So she obviously became a pilot. So I thought that was pretty like inspirational.
Awesome. That is awesome. So all these women that you guys talked about, what stereotypes do you feel like that they had to fight against in their lives and their careers?
I feel like being held at like a lower pedestal, like people don't really think big of women. Like when they think of women, it's like weak feelings, like a whole bunch of other things, like confused
The
and
fact
like
that they shouldn't be working.
like
They should be in the house doing cleaning and doing.
yeah,
Like we
like a
should be
traditional,
taking-
like they have traditional
Yeah.
women and traditional men. Like it's
Yeah.
like a lot of stereotypes towards that.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts?
I don't think so.
No.
I
No?
think that's a big one. I think that's a really big
Yeah,
one.
that's I think that's a very big one. And you hear about it a lot in media. And a lot of prominent women figures have brought that up too, that has been their struggle. What stereotypes for you guys specifically as, biological female, how do you get that stereotypes?
I guess like off social media, I guess what people see of you, like, or like how people, I guess, gossip, like a lot of kids that are age, like we gossip, like assumptions of people, I guess like from what we see and not really knowing or talking to a person. I feel like they could either be bad or good.
Rumors and all that,
Yeah.
Go around about us that,
We
and
don't
about
even
anybody
know.
really,
I
Yeah.
have no control.
Yeah.
Control. Okay. Steph, thoughts? You look like you lost in thought there.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Stephanie, did you have any thoughts on that? What stereotypes you've been faced with?
I think color, that simple colors. Like if you're a woman, you need to use pink,
Mm.
and I think that's crazy. Like you can use whatever color you want, and yeah.
Okay. All right. Do you feel like if we look at like Instagram or even traditional media, et cetera, how do you feel women are represented on those platforms? You brought it up a little bit, but how do you feel? What do you absorb from media today as to how women are presented?
I feel like,
oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I feel like now, compared to how it used to be, I don't know. I know there wasn't a lot of social media back then, but
Yeah.
now there's a lot of women empowerment movements and a lot of people going around saying women can do more.
Mhm.
There could be women president or more of anything really with women.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. So it feels a little more empowering nowadays.
Yeah. I
possibly.
think
Okay. Any other thoughts? Any different viewpoints on that?
Oh, sorry.
Cut that out. Go ahead. You
but
have
I,
something to say too? Are you gonna say something?
Huh?
You have something to say after the question? No. Okay.
Did you have something different to
I
say?
thought you had
from
something
what
different.
oh, like it was like the same thing. Like as she was saying, like I feel like it's more going on. Like I feel like it's not like because when people think of like I feel like older people think of social media, they think like people like these are who people want to be. These are people who want to be like. But I feel like it gives them like a chance to see this is who I don't want to be. This is who I don't want to end up like. And if like it's influencing them in a positive, I guess like a positive way, like oh she did this, that, and the third. Oh she has degrees. Oh she did this. I feel like it can be positive and it's not always negative.
Okay. That's a good point to make. It's a good point to make. Definitely a difference between the older and the younger generation. Sometimes
Yes.
you guys aren't given as much credit to be able to see
Yeah.
through the negative stuff to how this person might have accomplished some things.
Yeah.
So that's definitely an awesome viewpoint to bring up. Okay. So if we get a little more personal, who in your personal lives, females in your personal lives, has inspired you?
I would say my grandma, my dad's mom. She passed away a couple months ago, but she was she was 92, so she lived a long life,
Yeah.
and she was very inspirational. She was Catholic. I don't agree with Catholic, but I think that the way she grew up and the way that she came off as she got older was very inspirational. She was caring, respectful to everybody she met, even if the person wasn't respectful to her. She gave a lot of like honesty. Like she was very honest with people. Like if someone said something that she didn't like, she would let them know.
Yeah.
Like, she was very loving too.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. And that's awesome that you get so much time with her.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, for me, my mom, she went through many difficult things, and she was there for me and my siblings too. Well,
Yeah.
us, yeah. So she's amazing.
She is. You've talked about her before, and she really does sound like a really fabulous person.
Yes.
I feel like all of our moms, like I guess, play a part in our lives. Our like grandmas, like they all play a part in our lives. I guess like showing us like the right route or even the wrong route to even like encourage us to do better and want more
Mhm.
for ourselves.
Absolutely.
Go ahead.
I don't have anything.
Oh, I would say my mom. She's always been like a second mom to me, my sister, but she went through a lot when she was younger, and she was like raising my like mom and her siblings. She worked like 4 jobs at a time just to get food on the table, to keep the housing. She went through the divorce with her husband and my mom's dad. And I think like that takes a lot out of you, especially when like your grandmother raised her, like her grandmother raised her, and like she didn't really have like to grow up with her mom,
Mm-hmm.
and like she powered through consistently. She always powers through. I think that's super inspirational because sometimes like I'm just like I want to give up, but then I think of my mom and I'm like, but she would never give up. So, yeah.
That powering through is an interesting concept, I think. You know, how many times have you guys found that you've had to power through things?
I feel like every day,
Yeah,
like
every day.
during the school, like social life, like the teen life, like it's like a lot of little things that to other people it's like, oh well, that's anything.
That's nothing.
Yeah, that's nothing. But like mentally, it's like a real like war, really, like between other people and yourself. It's like
It could be the smallest thing,
yeah,
and
and
it's just like you gotta power through it. You gotta keep going.
Yeah.
Don't give up on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts on that? Y'all can jump in anytime. Sydney, you're jumping in pretty good. I like that. I like the back and forth. Powering through. When is it hard for you guys to power through?
I'll give an example.
Sure.
I think when I'm not like a real deep example, but like when there's something going on at home, and you come into school, and someone says something to you that you don't like, or you see something you don't like, and you try to like keep going, but you're thinking about other things. I think it messes with people. I think that's like a time where someone might have to step in to help you, or you just gotta take a break and just think about it. Yeah.
Steph, any thoughts on that?
No, not really.
No?
I feel like when you're like, I feel like being a woman, I feel like being strong, or like being a young lady, being strong, like having to, like being a happy person, I feel like it's like hard to like let people see that you're down, or like let people, like allow people to help you. I feel like from like, I guess like, I don't know, like being like a person, like being a happy person, I feel like it's always like, oh, I don't want to see anybody see me hurt, or like stuff like that. I feel like every day, like going through things, and then like other people don't know, or you don't have time to explain to people, so it's like I just have to put on my bull face and go throughout the day.
I agree with that.
That's an interesting point to bring up. I like that one of like, okay, I know I'm viewed as this type of person, and for you that's a happy person. I would say that's very accurate. You're always smiley, bubbly, that kind of thing. But it's accurate that you do have struggles too. How are you guys viewed? Like, how do other people perceive you versus what might you be struggling with in the moment? Like how the two sides of the coin, right? One side for you is happy, the other side might be, hey, I'm really struggling, I'm going through something. What are those sides that maybe people don't get to see of you that are struggles?
I feel like when you're annoyed, like when some little things annoy you, it's like, oh, now she's being a brat. Like, oh, yeah, this is so little. Like, it's more to it. It's like stuff build up, and people don't realize things build up. It's not just, oh, yeah, that thing just happened. Multiple things happen for me to get to, I guess, the point where I am.
Yeah.
I think like anger too is a big part. I know like I come into school and I act all happy, but sometimes I'm angry inside. Like it doesn't matter what's happening. Like anybody could say something to me to try to make me happy, and I'll still be angry. So I don't know. I think a lot of the time people cover it up, but they need to like let it out, because you're not gonna get nowhere covering it up.
Very true.
But it is hard. I say that, but then I don't do it. So yeah.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Like, and when you're like a mom, because I'm a baby, so sometimes I have a hard time, and I need to come to school, and sometimes I look happy, but I have difficult things.
Yeah,
Struggle in
absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I do the same thing. I'm very good at covering up my emotions. When I was little, I don't know why, like I kind of like taught myself this, but like I would cry for maybe 5 minutes alone in my room, and then I would just push everything else down and do that every single time. And like at some point it ended up like opening up and
coming all out.
yeah, and it was bad. But even after that, I still feel so uncomfortable showing people when I'm upset, because I feel like my feelings aren't valid. So I kind of just like don't really tell anyone what's going on with myself. If I'm upset or angry, I kind of just like put on that smiley face and be like, hey guys. I kind of just like, and then when I get home, I'm like, ugh. It is what it is.
Why do you feel like that's expected of you guys?
I feel like as you get older, a lot of people think, oh, you have more responsibilities. So especially as a teenager, when you're like graduating or going to college, people think, oh, you gotta push through. You got this. You're gonna get through it. But then it's like, but what about what I'm going through? Like, you never know. Like, you know, it's just people expect things. It's expectations versus reality. So.
I feel like too, like, depending on how you're feeling, some people, like, some of your parents don't know how to deal with that. So like sometimes I can't open up to certain people because they don't say things that I like that makes me feel better. I just get more angry because they said the wrong thing, or they just don't know what to say, and that makes me mad that I actually wasted my time opening up, even though like they have every right to not know how to respond. But I feel like sometimes it's just invalidating because like other people just don't get it, and like you're also struggling through it, and it's hard for like someone that you care about to not get it, and then you feel like you have nowhere to go.
Sure. Can you all relate to that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like what you saying that I feel like not having somewhere to go, or like when you do want to express yourself, I feel like it's nobody there. But then when someone's asking you like, oh, what's wrong? It's like, well, it's not happening anymore. I got myself through it, and it's like, or like even like pushing your feelings away, like making like something happens and then you act like, well, it was nothing, but it was really something big and it did hurt you, but it just didn't. I guess like you didn't allow yourself to have those emotions and feelings.
Do you feel like sometimes you need to keep those things in so you're not viewed as this irrational woman or this, you know, this too emotional woman or anything like that?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That's also a stereotype, like emotions, like and all that. Like
I feel like that's why our generation is getting so like hard, and like we start to act like the men. Like
Sure.
I was told by someone that sometimes when you don't know how to handle your feelings, like I told that person that I like pushed everything down, whatever, and that recently I've been starting to feel things and I feel like I'm going crazy because I'm not used to like feeling everything. And they said that maybe it's because I pushed everything down and that I'm actually feeling. And they were like, you're actually feeling, and like you just don't know how to handle it because you're not used to it. I was like, oh, okay, you're probably right. I was like, oh, okay. But like I think that's something too. We just don't let ourselves feel sometimes.
Sure. Sure. So, if we get even more personal, kind of, your day-to-day, so like here at Lakeside Girls Academy, who is a teacher, counselor who has positively impacted your life, and how?
I feel like they're all like, I guess they all welcome, like even like a good morning, a hi, how are you doing? I feel like Lakeside plays a big part in like, I guess like making you feel like, oh, I see you, like good morning, I see you here, like it's good to see you, good that you're at school. I feel like everybody plays a part in like, I guess even trying to even, I guess, uplift your day.
I
all
have
the
to say,
teachers as well.
yeah.
But my personal, someone that really has helped me through
Our
a lot.
favorite.
Yeah, well, her and Jackie, our secretary, she has helped me through so much. Even like if I gotta make a phone call to my mom, she'll let me take a step in the conference room. If I need to talk to somebody, she's always sitting there. She'll be like, yeah, let's talk real quick. I'm in the middle of something, but I'll stop everything and let we can talk. Like, she's helped me through a lot. She's got me through pretty much this whole year. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I would say Charleste, my science teacher, is a big one. I love Charleste. I have her first period and last period, so like my day is complete. So if I'm struggling in the middle, at the end, I know I have Charleste, so I'm okay.
Yeah.
But
Nice bookend there.
Yeah, she's just like, she's very understanding. She's very like, I want to know so I can help, and like that's such a beautiful thing. And then I also have to say Tony, because there was like a few times in Tony's class where like I was zoning out, like kind of having some flashbacks, and I just wasn't there. And he was like, "So Grace, like tell me about this, like tell me about like," and he kind of just like he just knew, and like I feel like most of your teachers like they can sense it, so they can help you, and I feel like that's just like really nice here.
Yeah, I feel like everybody, but I feel like in home when I am speaking with Tony because he speaks Spanish,
Yes.
so he understand and I can explain to him like what happened.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like everybody in this building are so nice and try to do like the best for us, and you know like sometimes we're not in a good mood and they give solutions or just give us time to process everything.
At least try to understand or like try to help.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they tried their best.
Yeah.
There's only so much someone can do.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and then like
And they push it. They try as hard as they can, and it's
even
it's
if it
out of
doesn't work,
respect.
it's like, well, somebody at least tried to
Yeah.
help me. Somebody took the time
Right.
out their day to
Right.
try to help me.
Right.
Sometimes it helps just to know someone's there.
Yeah.
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 Steph, any thoughts?
I agree. The staff here all try to help.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, you guys have already kind of touched on it, but like even just the environment here, like how does that, just the environment that's created, how does that help you guys as students and as high schoolers getting through your day?
I feel like it being all girls, like I feel like you'll think like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, when I came, I was like chaos, females, oh my god, no. But I feel like once you understand that like females are like, okay, yes, we're a little, I guess I ain't gonna say difficult, but I guess like you have to understand like it's like different vibrations and like different emotions, and everybody's going through their own things. And like I feel like when people come here, it's like, okay, I could put it to the side, like everybody's happy. It's like I could fit, like my problems fit in and they matter at the end of the day. Like
I feel like a lot of us understand each other and what we go through. Like when we're on our period, everybody's like, "Oh, we know she needs a break." I mean, we have our ups and downs. Obviously, everybody has their ups and downs, but we're really, everybody's pretty close here. Everybody's, you know, we're all going through our own thing, but we have each other's backs. Most of us have each other's backs. The teachers are here for us. I feel like the environment really helps us get through, especially seniors and people that are coming in new or freshmen or whoever. Like I feel like a lot of us just have support. This is a good place for support.
Any other thoughts on the environment at Lakeside Girls Academy?
I mean, we're all part of the environment, so we help create it.
Absolutely.
But I mean, it really just depends on the day. Some days are harder than others. Some days the environment is just not the same as it's like all happy and fun and
yeah,
stuff.
it's
But
not
like,
always okay.
oh, you can go.
I was
Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I think like compared to like my other school, I think this is since it's like a smaller community, I think it's like safer and like there are more support that's given. That's very.
That's what I want to say. Like, I feel like in my second family because we're like a little school, but we have a lot of support, and the daycare, it's amazing for teen moms, and
What are some things that, a couple of you mentioned like safety or support, so like what are some of those specific things that you felt that help you to feel safe and supported?
It's just like little things, like asking, like, how was your day? And if I feel like sad or something, we can go to the counselors and talk. And I
Yeah,
feel
Go ahead.
very support for that part.
If you ever get upset, we have a little reflection room. We have I feel like this is like just a safe place in general, because like not just like physically safe, but emotionally safe, especially. Yeah.
It's very accommodating.
Yeah.
I feel like
agree.
for one of the teachers, her last specifically, she like, I don't know how, but she like can feel it. Like I was like going through it a few times, and she was like, I know. And I was like, that just made me feel like complete. Like I was like just validating that she didn't really know what was going on, but she was
she
like,
knew
I
something
know.
was wrong.
Yeah.
That's why
She was like, I know. And I was like, oh my gosh.
I've had a lot of people refer to Charlotte as like the grandmom of the place.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Not just
Yes.
age.
No.
Like she understand, and you don't need to like tell her everything, or like she understand. She
Yeah.
just okay.
She
Take a
just-
break.
Yeah, she knows like when to like speak up for you, or like if you feel sick or anything, like even physical things. Like I'm feeling sick one day, and she was just like, just go to the nurse or just take a break, go get some water. She always knows. Yeah.
She always knows when
She has
she's
that. I
almost
think she has
there.
that. I think she has that instinct deep inside that she just.
Yeah.
Should be knowing.
Yeah.
She's a caregiver.
Yeah, definitely, and a lot of staff here are caregivers too. It's
That's
not just
true.
her. Yeah.
Look, everybody plays a part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, everybody has their own way of showing their caring too.
Everyone's a piece of the heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate your guys' thoughts. Is there anything else that you guys can think of in terms of like what has inspired you, what helps you push through your, not even just push through, but like what gets you through your day? What inspiration gets you through your day? What day-to-day things get you through your day of just to make it a little bit easier for you that day?
I guess like knowing that it's more to it. Like just having a bad day, it's more to it. Like people have goals. Everybody has goals, things they want to accomplish. And I feel like being in a school like this, I feel like they encourage you. Like it's bigger than what this is. Like this is just now. This is just a little incident. I feel like it's more to life than just the little things that we go through. And it will get better, and it's just temporary.
Yeah, like for example, I have art class, so I say, okay, next period it's art. So that's little thing that inspire you, like go. Yeah.
Yeah, knowing that coming to school like helps me get like I don't know, I'm in a bad place in my life right now, so having supports and people coming into school, knowing that I have people that will talk to me and get me through the day, gets me through the day.
Yeah, I feel the same thing. Like I love to come to school because I have social life here, and it's in my home. It's a little,
Outside school is different.
you know,
yeah.
like I love LGA. I just want to say that. Yeah.
Okay.
I personally listen to music most of the day, but like that gets me through a lot of it because I love music and I feel like inside of me like dances and makes me like have the energy to actually like be a part of it, like be a part of like this place. And then like little times people are like, "Hi Grace," or like me and Sydney bicker. It's just like it makes my day better. It's nice.
Good. What you mentioned goals. What are each of your goals?
Right now my biggest goal, I graduating this year, so to graduate, and I'm going to school in the fall for psychology. So that's my goal, is to graduate and go to college.
Where are you going?
Maka.
Very nice. Great school.
Yeah.
Great school.
Yeah.
Okay. Grace, what's your goal?
My goal from the start of the school year has been to graduate. Mostly because since high school I haven't really finished full year of high school, and that was my goal, to like find the environment that makes me feel safe enough to get through it. I will be going to community college next year at Bucks. I want to go into the fashion industry. I want to be a fashion buyer, so hopefully that comes true.
Awesome. Good job.
You get it. You get it.
And you're 3/4 of the way through the full school year.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Proud of you.
Thank you.
Kirsten.
I knew it. I'm still young. I'm only in the 10th grade. So, like, yes, my goal is to graduate, but I want to graduate early. Like, I plan on graduating early, like, getting, like, I don't know if this sounds crazy, but I want to get, like, I guess a degree in something, like, before I graduate. Like I'd
Take
rather,
college courses
yeah,
early.
like take college
Yeah.
courses and like have like a head start for myself. So it's like, dang, I got a degree before I got my diploma. Like I feel like that sounds cool to me. I don't know, but
Hey,
yeah, I guess
you
like,
can do dual enrollment and get credits for college at the same time you're in high school, girl.
yeah, just
That would be awesome. I
Thank
think you're a
you.
hard enough worker for it.
Thank you.
What are your goals as far as like career wise?
Career wise, I want to have like multiple careers, like multiple, I guess, like traces of income. Like, I guess being my own boss, but like, I guess like having, you know, like, of course having a job where like somebody runs me, but I feel like I want to have multiple, like,
Entrepreneur.
yeah.
Good. Steph, what are your goals?
Probably just like graduate high school, you know, get over that big hump, and then to literally be the best female auto mechanic I can probably be.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
trying to inspire more people to actually like get into those fields.
Absolutely. That is definitely a male dominated
Yes,
field, so gonna break barriers.
Yeah.
Stephanie.
So for this year, it's like learn more English, like because next year will be my last year in LGA, so I wanna go to the college, and I wanna do something, yeah, because you know, like my English is not good, so people like it's good, but
It is
like,
good, girl.
Yeah. So,
Not giving
like-
yourself enough credit there.
but like for college is not like so good, but I want to try like be a business administrator, I think so. And I want to like, how do you say, can you cut this part? One second.
Which word?
It's this one.
Oh, to demonstrate.
Okay. Okay. Yes. So I want to demonstrate like the people who don't believe in me. Like I can do this. I have a baby, and I can do whatever I want.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. That is awesome, guys. I think all of your goals, I mean, they're going to be hard work. I think you guys all know that.
Yeah.
Miss
And you
Scott,
guys have put in a lot of hard work already.
Yeah.
But I think, I don't know, I think you all can achieve those goals. They're entirely reasonable. They're not, you know, you're not like, oh, I'm going to travel to, you know, Neptune or something. You know, like, we don't even have that capability. But like,
You got your question?
I was gonna ask the same question you were
Oh,
gonna
okay,
ask, so you
okay.
ask it. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you.
What are your goals, Miss Valerie?
my goals, so my goals for this year, in part, you know what, if I'm honest, just get through the school year.
Yeah,
No.
that's a good
Because
one.
it's been a rough year at
Yeah,
times.
it's been a rough
You know, so get through the school year and to honestly help my students as best that I can. You know, sometimes it's a struggle. We all have our own things going on, as you guys have pointed out. You know, so get through the year, help my students as best as possible. You know, and if I look at like personal stuff, I really like to weightlift. So my goal is to increase my personal records on my lifts.
Okay.
Yeah. I have a question about like counseling and stuff. Like I feel like counseling like younger people, like does it uplift your life, like with the problems you're going through? Like does it uplift them or like downplay them? Like in what way that would be? Like is that a good question?
That is a very good question. I would start with I wouldn't do this as long as I have been doing it if it didn't.
Okay.
I have been in this field, in the therapy field for 20 years now.
Wow.
So I've been here for 10 years though.
Well,
Yeah.
And I stay here a long time because I love the work that I do. And I have students that I work with year in and year out. And it really brings me a lot of joy to see how you guys progress and the things that you guys go through and how you guys persevere and overcome. Yeah, I would not be doing this because it is a tough job.
Yeah. All
It is a
that.
tough job.
Yes, all that.
Just
Yeah.
you guys, you guys know you go through it. Like we're here in the trenches with you guys
Yeah.
and really trying to be that, not that cushion, because this is life. You guys do learn to, deal and cope and all that stuff, but we're there to come alongside you guys. And we're there to assist you guys in the trenches as much as we can. So that does take its toll. So if any of you, you're going into psychology, so
Yeah.
definitely,
Yeah.
talk with myself, Tamika, Patty, and Julia about all of that. But yeah, no, it is very fulfilling. Like I said, I've been doing therapy work for about 20 years now, so it's my life's work.
Yeah.
Great accomplishment.
I think so.
Yes.
I think so. Any other questions for me?
Who's
Good.
who's the woman that inspires you the most?
That would definitely be my mom. Definitely be my mom. My mom, you'll find too as you get older, especially if it's a personal female figure, you may become good friends with that person, even if that wasn't your original relationship
Yeah.
with them. My mom is someone who I know is always there for me. And she is my rock. I can call her any time of day I want, and she is there for me. The other person would be my Nana. Like you, my Nana is advanced in age. She's 91 now, so she's up there in age. But if we looked at, she's the original rock, and then there's my mom, and then there's me. I have a similar answer to a lot of you on that one. Any other questions for me? See what you can throw at me.
What about historical woman?
Oof. That one's a little tougher. I don't necessarily have a historical one. One that I look up to who is current would be Brene Brown. I think she is absolutely fantastic. I've actually shown her videos quite a lot in group. And maybe some kids get sick of them, but I think the message that she has on shame and vulnerability and all that stuff is really good. So she is somebody that I look up to because she's honest. And she's pretty raw with her honesty at times. And I really appreciate that.
That's awesome.
If you have no more questions for me,
I
I have one more wrap-up question. Is kind of what advice would you guys give to other young females today? You can think about it. There can be a pause. You don't have to answer right away. I know that's an on-the-spot question.
For John,
You were like,
John.
that thing sounded good.
Oh
my gosh.
I thought of mine.
I don't know. That's good. I don't know. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, do that.
Me?
I'll think of something else. Or related to your
Related
stuff
to
no,
what?
related to your own. Give advice
That you would want to hear.
I got something. My mom always told me growing up, when I would do something, she'd be like, do what you need to do so you can do what you want to do. And I think that's a really good one for people to understand, if you're not doing what you need to do, you really can't do what you want to do. You just gotta keep pushing, do what you can. Sometimes you're not gonna make it all the way, but that's okay, because you can try again. That's okay. But you'll get to that point where you're good, just keep going. You're good.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Anybody start? No.
Who's next?
It's not
It's definitely was in the top.
If you wanna go?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't have anything. Just when I think, I don't know.
You can think about it.
Yes.
Go ahead.
What? Go ahead. What?
I don't know.
Oh, that's
I need to.
Alright, go
You got something, Kirsten? Go ahead.
I feel I guess to know that it's more to life. I feel things are happening now, but I feel eventually, like you said, it will get better. Everything, you'll be at a place where everything set for you, like all the hard struggles and all the crying behind closed doors. I feel like it'll pay off. Like, you were crying now, but now you're happy, and you can, like, I guess, reflect off your past and, like, embrace it.
Okay, I actually do have one. I used to hate when people said this to me because it was just like so annoying, but now I'm kind of like, oh, I guess it's true. Give yourself grace. I feel like a lot of us, maybe all of us, to be honest, put pressure on ourselves, get overwhelmed with like emotions, stress, life itself, and like we don't really give ourselves enough compassion for like just living through our daily lives. Just waking up in the morning is an incredible thing. Just getting breakfast is an incredible thing. Just brushing our hair, like we're giving ourselves compassion. And I think like throughout our lives, especially in school and at home, when we're in conflict, I feel like there's a lot of times that we degrade ourselves or down ourselves more than other people do to us. And like we always have to remember that like even if we make mistakes, whatever we go through, just give yourself grace. I don't know if that made any sense.
It did.
It made
I
100% sense
I
there.
need to
That
try.
was very powerful.
That was good.
I don't know. Oh my gosh. I forgot how to in Spanish. Okay. I'm sorry, guys.
That's okay.
No, you're fine.
Take your
You're
time.
fine.
Okay. Are you ready? Like, if you make mistakes, it's not the end of the world. Like, I have that problem. If you do something wrong, I was like, that's everything. Like, it's so hard for me. Yes.
Kathy.
I think my biggest thing would be is that like we're always gonna have people come and go in our lives, between relationships, between friendships, but the one thing to always remember is that you have not met everybody in your life yet. Like, for example, I'm only 17, so I still have all of these years to go to meet all the people I want in the world and create all those good bonds.
Go Steph. Oh my god, that was my favorite one.
That silence came out with a bang.
Sorry, guys.
To go off of that, I feel like that's the hardest because I always feel like all my friends are like dating and all my friends have like all these people that they're so close with or like their childhood best friends. And I'm like, when is it gonna be my time? Like waiting is the worst part.
Yeah.
I know
You're
my
so
biggest
right.
thing had to be like losing that best friend that was mine, and then having to learn that like, yeah, like I'm gonna have more friends in the future, so this is not the end of the world.
Yeah.
I feel like knowing, like, losing somebody and, like, always knowing you had yourself at the end of the day. Like, it's always somebody that's going to be there at the end of the day, yourself.
That's true.
Yeah.
Gotta learn to be there for yourself.
Yeah,
Yes,
because at the end of the day, it's only you laying that head on the pillow.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly. When you die, you're with yourself.
Exactly. Yeah, you're in that coffin by yourself.
On the deathbed by yourself.
Get a little deeper.
Sorry, guys.
You're coughing.
14 minutes.
That's good though.
Yeah, she's getting in the coffin.
Facts.
Yes.
Alright. Well, on that note, I think we're good, guys.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye,
You did
Cameron.
a fantastic job.
Nobody does it.